But today, we're going to take you into the world of Jeff Epstein, showing you videos that we've done here at OMG and Citizen Journalism Foundation, exposing what's happening with Epstein and taking you through many of these emails. We've gotten emails all over the place. We wanted to take you on a journey through not just emails, but videotaped confessions from things happening on the Epstein topic. In the last 2 weeks, we've seen the release of thousands of Epstein files. With that, people online have been repurposing our content. We've seen the Attorney General Pam Bondi clip go reviral. And we've seen some of the other footage that we've released, which includes 7 different DOJ and FBI employees that we've recorded. Exclusive footage from Epstein Island when the raid occurred in 2019. We were actually on Epstein Island, my team was. A royal family sting and an FBI audio leak on the topic of Epstein, including that one guy on the airplane who said that Epstein was a foreign agent. We'll go into that. But first, I want to play this video. This is the Attorney General this week, Todd Blanche, or the Associate Attorney General from within the Department of Justice. I want to play this clip, then I want to go ahead and go back to our encounter with the Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi. So first, A1. Let's play A1 video of Todd Blanche.
As you know, it is not a crime to party with Mr. Epstein. And so as horrible as it's not a crime to email with Mr. Epstein. And some of these men may have done horrible things. And if we have evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But it's also the kind of thing that the American people need to understand, that it isn't a crime to party with Mr. Epstein. It isn't a crime to have
Didn't look like that's all that was going on some of those photos. I mean, if the photos could speak, some of them look pretty bad.
That's right. And unfortunately, photos can't speak.
So, Todd Blanche said, quote, "If we had information about men abusing girls, we would prosecute them." If we had information about men abusing girls. Also, we recall when Kash Patel said there were no videos of, quote, "what you want" regarding men committing heinous acts with Epstein. Let's play that clip as well, A2.
They're the men who abused the young women through Epstein's,
Look, we said in July, and it remains as true today as it was in July, if we had information, we meaning the Department of Justice, about men who abused women, we would prosecute them, right? We talked about the work that we're doing. That's why I said that. I said this earlier. There's this built-in assumption that somehow there's this hidden tranche of information of men that we know about that we're covering up or that we're choosing not to prosecute. That is not the case.
So that's the statement. If we had information or hidden information about men abusing girls. Now let's go to that Kash Patel clip. That's A3.
The narrative has always been that there's video. Mm. But what about the video from the island?
Again, we're going to give you everything we can. And people have to remember, we're not going to re-victimize women. We're not going to put that shit back out there. It's not happening, because then he wins. Not doing it. You want to hate me for it? Fine. Again, logical play out. If there was a video of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island, and I'm in charge, don't you think you'd see it?
Right, if you have it.
If there was some videos, if there was some information about children, and then we see the contradiction, let's go back to this footage that we released. Now, we didn't actually, this is going viral again this week. We did not actually target this. It was a tough story for us to tell at the time. The Attorney General of the United States in a restaurant, a coffee restaurant in D.C., and an individual happened to be there, happened to record this, sent it to us. This is Attorney General Pam Bondi saying the opposite of the director of the FBI to a random girl, a nanny, in a restaurant, A4. Let's play the footage.
The Epstein files are going to get released?
We hope soon. The FBI's been...
Okay.
So,
any dates?
No, you know what it is? There are tons of thousands of videos.
Yeah.
And it's all with little kids. So they have to go through every one.
Quote, "There are tens of thousands of videos, and it's all with little kids." Now, was the Attorney General speaking out of turn? Was she speculating? I have so many questions. Why is the Attorney General speaking in a public place to a complete stranger about the Epstein situation? If she is speaking out of turn, if she's incorrect, then why is she saying this to a total rando in a random encounter in a public place? I don't know why that would ever happen before she made any comment on it publicly. So play that again. The Attorney General, Pam Bondi. This is our footage that we released, now going viral again. As I speak, the Attorney General is in Congress. There are fireworks between her and Tom Massey when she asked why didn't she question Merrick Garland over Jeffrey Epstein. We'll get to that in a minute, but play the Attorney General clip one more time, and then we'll go back to the AG Todd Blanche and what he says and compare the two. Go ahead, Pam Bondi.
The Epstein files are going to get released?
We hope soon. The FBI's been.
Okay.
So-
Any dates?
No, you know what it is? There are tens and thousands of videos.
Yeah.
And it's all with little kids. So they have to go through every one.
And now let's go to the Todd Blanche clip, but not on Fox News. Let's go to the second part of his statement at the Department of Justice in front of the podium. Todd Blanche.
They're the men who abused the young women through Epstein's.
Look, we said in July, and it remains as true today as it was in July. If we had information, we meaning the Department of Justice, about men who abused women, we would prosecute them, right? We talked about the work that we're doing. That's why I said that. I said this earlier. There's this built-in assumption that somehow there's this.
Pause. That's all we need. If we had information about men abusing girls, if we had info about men abusing girls, then we would prosecute them. Let's go back to Pam Bondi, the Attorney General. Now, he reports to her. Todd Blanche reports to Pam Bondi. Play the Bondi footage. We're going to keep going back and forth here.
The Epstein files are going to get released?
We hope soon. The FBI's been.
Okay.
So-
Any dates?
No, you know what it is? There are tens and thousands of videos.
Yeah.
And it's all with little kids. So they have to go through every one.
What? So the two statements seem to be incongruent. I have so many questions, as do you. Why is the Attorney General of the United States saying this to a stranger, to a rando, in the restaurant? Now, let's go to A5, the email. At the time, we reached out to the White House for comment, or the executive branch of government for comment. This is on May 1st, 2025. Pay close attention to when we reached out to comment to the government. And we're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because we support the efforts of the administration to do some of the things that they're doing. We're working on a story involving 8A, minority contracting, and we support the efforts made by the SBA and the Attorney General, hopefully to prosecute these people that we caught. Let's go back to that email. Hello, and this is our addressing the office. We're here with OMG, working on a series of stories related to Epstein. We want to inform you that we have the Attorney General on recording. Again, we didn't target this. This was given to us by an individual on recording stating that the delay of the Epstein files is due to tens of thousands of videos with little kids. As far as we're aware, we've never seen this made public before. We would love the opportunity to sit down with the Attorney General to get a further clarification on the comments she made. If the AG is not willing to go on the record, we're prepared to release our story. So we gave the quote to the Justice Department back on May 1st, 2025. That video was recorded April 28th. So after that, we have this next, what was it, like a day or two later? The Attorney General goes in front of the White House to say almost word for word what she said in the hidden camera recording. Let's go to A6.
There are tens of thousands of videos with children or child porn.
If there was a video of some guy committing felonies on an island and I'm in charge, don't you think you'd see it?
So okay, what I cared about was the Pam Bondi part of that. And if we could do, I'm sorry, producers, but if we could play just the Pam Bondi in front of the White House and then go back to the statement that she made in the restaurant and recall that she's going to the White House to say this. right after we sent the email for comment. The next day after we sent the email, she goes to the White House to say this. Let's put those two side by side.
There are tens of thousands of videos with children or child porn.
Cut. There are tens of thousands of videos with children or child porn. Now let's go back to her statement inside the
The
restaurant.
Epstein files are going to get released.
We hope soon. The FBI's been.
Okay.
So-
Any dates?
No, you know what it is? There are tens of thousands of videos.
Yeah.
And it's all with little
All right,
kids.
so pause. So there's tens of thousands of videos of all little kids. There's tens of thousands of videos, and it's all with child porn. So two separate statements made by Attorney General. You've seen the Blanche clip. And now let's go to, so the FBI, the DOJ state essentially that there are no men that have committed any crimes in regards to Epstein, but our video reporting so far says otherwise. So now we go to the next tape. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is a special edition of On the Inside with James O'Keefe reporting on Jeffrey Epstein. And not just emails, but video recordings, some of which you've seen, some of which you haven't. This is live television, so we play the analysis and then we put out the full report. This is a man. We're going to go to the Prince Andrew reporting. Our undercover journalist met with a man named John Bryan, a stepfather to Prince Andrew's kids and advisor to Prince Andrew. And John Bryan told us in Los Angeles in a nightclub on hidden camera that Prince Andrew lied and did in fact rape children. That may not surprise you, it may not shock you, but this is in light of the Attorney General saying there is no evidence. Well, let's or the Associate Attorney General, let's play the evidence. Let's play John Bryan on hidden camera stating that Prince Andrew lied and did in fact rape children. A8. Let's go.
Prince Andrew, he was in the Navy. He was 250 days at sea. He never saw his kid. I was really pissed because he lied to me about Epstein. And then I did a big thing in the Daily Mail saying that I believed Andrew. And then I found out he was lying. I was so pissed. No, that he was f***ing underage girls. That's not cool.
That Prince Andrew was in fact raping underage girls, that's not cool. So a close consigliere to Prince Andrew is saying that he's raping girls. The Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi, is saying that there are videos of child porn, videos of little kids. The Associate Attorney General of the United States say there is no such evidence. The FBI director is on Joe Rogan saying, this is so weird. But the reason why I'm doing this for all of you is because I'm quoting the people. I'm quoting the people. You can see their lips moving on the video there. Prince Andrew, crisis advisor, British royal family. These are investigations that we've conducted. Now, and you can't make this shit up. John Bryan goes on Piers Morgan after this is recorded and calls me a genius. And said, I think he really was in love with the undercover journalist. Said she's beautiful, said we do a great job. Let's go to A9 on Piers Morgan.
I think O'Keefe Media is genius in certain ways.
He called us a genius.
The woman that I met was spectacular. She was interesting, fun.
We do have some good swipers.
But,
so there he is calling us a genius. But after this came out, Prince Andrew was stripped of all of his royal duties completely. Let's go to that screenshot, A10. His Majesty today has initiated a formal process to remove the titles and honors. He'll now be known as Andrew Mountbatten. His lease on Royal Lodge has been terminated. These censures are deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact that he continues to deny the allegations against him. Their Majesties wish to make clear their thoughts and utmost sympathies, blah, 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 blah. So now with the release of the Epstein files, we can now see Andrew was indeed around victims of Epstein's network. All these emails, 3 million emails. Prince Andrew in the Epstein files. And we have a still, A11, Andrew on all fours. Disturbing images released in the files show, this is from this drop, Prince Andrew in compromising positions, including one shot of him on all fours over a woman. The face is redacted. It's likely a victim. These come from seized materials in Epstein's homes. So this appears to corroborate the statement made by John Bryan. By the way, I've invited John Bryan on my show to speak with him on the record. He was recorded, proverbially off the record. We'll see if he comes on. And then we have A12, another still. Andrew laying on victims' laps. This is crazy. Former Prince Andrew is in pictures laying on the laps of Epstein victims with Maxwell in the back. That's Ghislaine Maxwell smiling. And the now one email caught our attention, as the email in the file suggests Prince Andrew tortured a minor and then had her killed after he used her. This is all Prince Andrew, A13. Wendy, no problem at all to include me on Epstein Maxwell notifications going forward, but I want to let you know that because of my unit move, the office has transitioned me off the case. Thank you. I hope you're doing all right in these circumstances. He called me wanting to give me a secure email address. A lot of these redactions. Brian Miller. Back in the 90s, Ghislaine Maxwell recruited a girl from her modeling career. Instead of modeling, she was sold as a slave for sex and torture. Prince Andrew was an accessory to her death, as he tortured her and me to force her murder. This is from Brian Miller, October 2nd, 2020. So both Brian Miller and John Bryan have basically said that Prince Andrew is guilty. I need to get a passport to identify her. I will need someone to contact the passport office to get an expedited passport. This is two individual sources saying that this occurred. Let's face it, healthcare is a mess. Outrageous premiums, surprise bills, denied claims, and now the rates are climbing again. Medical debt is the #1 cause of bankruptcy, even for people with insurance. That's why I switched to Impact Health Sharing. No networks, no woke nonsense, just real savings and up to 50%. You can pick your doctor, there's no surprise bills, there's 24/7 telehealth, and maternity support. Take control of your healthcare before the system decides for you. Go to ImpactOMG.com, that's ImpactOMG.com, or call 855-378-6777 now. Impact Health Sharing, built differently.